Good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. I'm so happy to see you today. Thank you for tuning in to the Little Focus live stream. My name is Miss Natalie. I'm going to be your teacher today. We've got a really fun day planned on the live stream. We've got a mix of some phonics and a poem about Thanksgiving that we're going to read. And then at the end, I'm going to teach you how to draw a turkey and we're going to make a little activity with it. So, friends, it's going to be a really, really, really cute one. You're going to need a couple of things. Oh, somebody put some turkeys in the chat. Good morning, my little turkeys. We're going to need a couple of things today. So if you don't have these things, this is a good time to go and get them, all right? You're going to need watch and listen, a plain piece of paper. This can be colorful paper like construction paper or regular. This is for our craft later. You're also going to need paper to do a little bit of writing on because we're going to do some spelling practice. So that might be your notebook. It might be just another piece of paper, but we'll need one paper for spelling and one for our activity. You're going to need a pencil, of course, and you're going to need something to color with. I have crayons today, but it could be colored pencils. It could be markers, up to you, okay? So 2 pieces of paper, dos papeles y un lápiz, 1 pencil, and your crayons or something to color with. Got it? Go scurry off and get that. Welcome, if you're still watching, to the live stream. This is the first of 3 special Thanksgiving live streams. So I will have the live stream today, Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I'll be on tomorrow at 8:30 on Thanksgiving morning, and on Friday I will be there too. You can watch at 8:30 live with me, or the replay lives on my YouTube channel, so you can tune in whenever you're ready to watch, okay? Because it is the spirit of Thanksgiving and we are trying to take care of our neighbors, I am doing a little bit of fundraising to share with our neighbors in Charlotte because I'm so thankful for our neighbors in Charlotte. The first way we're fundraising is for the Carolina Migrant Network. This is an incredible organization that provides completely free immigration legal services. They are doing a lot of amazing work in the Carolinas. So they definitely, as you can imagine, need a little boost with their money right now to support our neighbors. Speaking of neighbors, the other way that we're fundraising, I'm working with a neighborhood association in Charlotte. A lot of their residents have been really impacted by recent events. They're having issues paying their rent. They're having issues getting groceries for Thanksgiving. And we just want to help boost their bank accounts a little bit, make sure ends meet in November. So if you've got $5, if you've got $100 to give, whatever makes sense for you, sharing with them, I think, would be really, really amazing. We're using this website. I just put it in the chat, buymeacoffee.com/primaryfocus to do that. And the reason why I'm doing that is it is much easier to split the funds, but I promise to be very transparent. We've already sent some of the money to the neighbors, but we have not yet reached the $600 mark. So can you help us reach $600 this day before Thanksgiving? We've done $525, and I would love to get to $600 today if you've got a little bit extra to give. Okay, that's enough of this. This is the Little Focus live stream. We got to get into the learning. We got to get a little bit smarter every single day because sometimes, friends, we can't go to school. And in fact, today, a lot of schools aren't even in session, but that doesn't mean you can't get smarter. We get a little bit smarter every single day. And we're going to do that this morning with the Little Focus live stream. So get your brain, get that knob right behind your ear, turn it on to super smart. Oh, good. Whew. Yeah, we can't turn our brains off when we're not at school. We got to keep them on. We got to keep them learning. The next thing, if you're able to hear, I want you to get those ears out, tap, 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 make sure they're on. If you're able to see, I want you to get your eyes looking, okay? Are they working? I've got mine turned on. I've even got my glasses, so I've got my vision perfect right now. And I've got English subtitles or captioning on this live stream, but if you'd like them in another language, catch the replay, and that's when it's able to translate into other languages. So if you want to watch in Spanish or any other language, watch the replay. Okay, cuties. If you haven't said hello in the comments yet, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and like this post, subscribe, and let's start reviewing some of our letters There's a cat positioned here that's going to jump in my chair as soon as I get up. Watch. But let's review our letters and get into some super spelling this morning. Okay. So we have been working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. You can't see, but the cat just jumped in my chair. Pepper, good morning. Oh my goodness, she's sitting right down. She likes the chair because it's warm. All right, we've got 6 letters. Let's go ahead and review their sounds, and we're going to put them together and do some super spelling with them, okay? The first letter is letter G. Get your glass of water out, and we're going to take our gulps to make our G sound. G, G, G. Let me see. G, G, G. Next up, we have letter B. Letter B, that's our bunny letter. We get our bunny ears up, and we say B, B, B. Show me those cute little bunny ears. B, B, B. Good job, my little bunnies. T, that's our tall letter. Get your body nice and tall. Make it like a letter T, and let's make it sound. We get our arms out, and we tap. Very good, smarties. Okay, after T, we have our cat letter. Get your whiskers out. Letter C makes the sound K, K, K. Good, get your whiskers. K, K, K. Nice and long, my little kitties. Good job, friends. Next, we have letter L. We're going to make our body nice and tall like lowercase l, and we're going to make it sound L, L, L. Very good. One more time. Oh, you're really getting the hang of these letters. I love to see it. Last one, this is our vowel. Every word that we're going to use today will have a vowel in it. Letter A. This is our word like an apple. You're going to get an apple, and you're going to take a big bite and say, ah, ah, ah. Show me that. Ah, ah, ah. Good job, smarties. Give your brain a big old kiss for me. Oh, I love to see it. Now, this is the part I'm going to do one with you, and then we're going to do a super spelling challenge together, okay? We are going to do some spelling using combinations of all of these letters. We're going to spell our first word, and our first word is going to be like a game that sometimes we play. Do you ever play tag? Do you ever play tag? Tap your nose if you do. Show me no if you don't. Good. Let's say the word tag. Tag. Get your hands out like you've got a big rubber band. You got to stretch it. Let's stretch out the sounds. T-ag. Tag. One more time. T-ag. Tag. Very good. What's the first sound that you're hearing in the word tag? T, t, t. Very good. That's the letter we're going to write. T-ag. What's the last sound that you're hearing? Tag. G. That's our gulping letter. Yes, get your glass out. We're going to write letter G. Ow. One more time. T-ag. Do you hear that apple sound? Letter A in the middle. T-ag. Yep, letter A. And if you're watching right now, you probably noticed I focused on the first sound first, and then I did the last sound. When we're learning to write, the first sound is the easiest sound to hear, and that's what I focus in. So if I was working with a new writer, I might have even had A and G filled in and just focused on isolating the beginning sound. The end sound is the second easiest to hear, so that's why I did that next. The vowels are the absolute hardest for kids. They're really hard sounds to make, and a lot of kids don't really get the hang of vowels until first grade. So don't be worried if the vowels take time to come in. And a lot of times we have to pronounce these sounds for our kids so that they can hear the sound, okay? So don't be afraid to make the sound for them and let them listen, because a lot of kids have these kind of Long Island accents because they don't make all their sounds. All right, we're going to change one letter. I need you now to get your pencil and your paper, and we're going to do some spelling from here. We're going to change one letter, do a little magic, and take our word tag, and we're going to turn it into bag. Say bag. Stretch it. B-ag. Bag. Okay, friend. What's the first sound you're hearing in bag? B. Our bunny sound, go ahead and write B. B-ag. T-ag. B-ag. The other two letters are the same. We just changed one letter. B-A-G. Nice work, Smarties. All right. I'll give you 1 second to finish writing that. And if it's hard to keep up with me, you can always pause the live stream, okay? So we've done tag, we've done bag. We're going to do one more word. This is lag. You might not know the word lag, but if something's slowing down a little bit, you ever watch this live stream and it has to take a second to load? That's something when it lags. Can you say lag? Good. And let's stretch it. Ag, lag. Good. What's the first sound you're hearing in lag? Good. Letter L. L. And the last two letters are the same. L. Ag. Nice work, Smarties. All right. Finish writing that. We're going to do a couple of new words next. I'm about to erase, so if you're still writing, you can take a second and pause. Now, somebody asked me, can I bring a whiteboard to class? If you have a whiteboard, maybe tomorrow you can bring that to class. I don't mind. I just need you to be writing something so that you're practicing. All right, now we're going to get into our next word. We're going to start with a sight word, and this is the word at. At. Like, we are at home right now. Stretch it. At. So small. 2 letters in this one. A. T. At. You know how to spell a sight word. Look at you. All right, let's turn up the heat. Now we're going to turn this word at. We're going to add a letter. We're going to turn it into the word bat. You know, bat, like a nighttime bird. Let's say bat. And stretch it. B, at, bat. What's the first sound you're hearing? B, b, b. Very good, friends. And if I'm going too fast, you can always hit pause real quick. Now we're going to change one letter in bat, and we're going to turn it into a word that I love, cat. Can you say cat? Let's stretch it. K, at, cat. What's the first sound you hear in cat? K, 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 k. With your whiskers out. Nice work, Smarties. So we'll write our k. At. And look at that. We have made the word at, we've made the word bat, and now we've made the word cat. Oh, wow. Let's do one more, and then we'll call it a day with our spelling. And we are going to do the word, this is a nonsense word, a fake one. This is the word lat. Can you say lat? Good. Let's stretch it. Lat. Lat. One more time. Lat. Lat. Go ahead and try that on your own. Lat. If you put letter L as your first letter, give yourself a little kiss on the brain. All right, friends. Those are our words for spelling today. We're about to move into our Thanksgiving poem. Take a second, finish writing it, and then I want you to put your paper and your pencil to the side because we're going to do some reading together, okay? All right, friends. I'm going to come down to my seat while you get your things out of the way. Oh, see? You got to move. I'm sorry. I'm teaching the kids right now. I'm teaching the kids. I'm sorry. You can't be here, sweetie. We'll sit over there. Gosh, do you guys ever have a cat sit in your chair? Sometimes I feel like I live in the zoo. Okay. Let's do our Thanksgiving poem. Now, friends, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. This is a very special holiday. I want you to think, what do you know about Thanksgiving? Have a think. What do you know about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is a very special holiday. It happens every November. Usually it happens at the end of November. I love Thanksgiving because this is a holiday all about saying thank you. I think it is so important when somebody is taking care of you, when someone is being kind to you, when someone is just, they make you happy, to show that you have a lot of thanks in your heart and let them know. And that's what Thanksgiving is all about. This is also a holiday where this is a special holiday in the United States of America, and we celebrate when our settlers first came to the United States and started to build the country that it looks like today. But it's turned into a holiday that celebrates that history, and it is all about values, saying thank you. It's about family. I really like Thanksgiving because we all sit down and usually you have a really big meal together and you just spend time with the people that you love. Are you spending time with people that you love for Thanksgiving? You might be spending time maybe with your family. Maybe you have some special visitors coming. Maybe you're going to a friend's house. I love it. You get to spend a little time with the people that you love. Well, and everyone knows there's one special guy in the middle of Thanksgiving, and that is a turkey. So that's going to be our Thanksgiving poem today. First, I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to teach you the movements to this poem, okay? Little turkey in the hay, waddle, waddle through the day. Fluff your feathers big and bright, show them off with all your might. All right, friends, so this is our little turkey poem. Let's go ahead and learn some of the hand signals with it. So I'm going to teach it to you, and then we'll do it all together, okay? Hold on. I'm going to make my camera circle a little bit bigger. I think that's going to make this, easier to see. All right, look at that. Miss Natalie is the turkey now. I've become the turkey. So you're going to get your little bird wings out, and you're going to say, little turkey in the hay. Can you try that? Little turkey in the hay. Good. Now say it with me with your little wings out. Little turkey in the hay. Waddle, waddle through the day. Good. So take your wings and move them kind of back and forth. Waddle, waddle through the day. Good job, friends. All right, let's put those two lines together in our poem. Little turkey in the hay. Waddle, waddle through the day. Good job, cutie pies. Fluff your feathers big and bright. So I'm taking my feathers. You know, turkey's got feathers kind of like behind its back. That's what you're getting. You're getting those feathers and you're kind of fluffing them. Show me that. Fluff them. Fluff your feathers big and bright. Show me that. Say it with me. Fluff your feathers big and bright. Show them off with all your might. Good. So like you're proud of your feathers. Show them off with all your might. All right, friends, we're going to read our poem 2 times and do it together, okay? So the first time is going to be practice, and then the second time we'll do it even better, okay? Let me move this camera a little bit. Here we go. Ready? 1. Natalie's got to get in front of the camera. You know, it's hard being a teacher on the internet. Okay. Ready? Go. Little turkey in the hay. Waddle, waddle through the day. Fluff your feathers big and bright. Show them off with all your might. Good practice, friends. All right, let's do it one more time for real. You ready? And this might be a really fun poem to show your family later with your movements, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Little turkey in the hay. Waddle, waddle through the day. Fluff your feathers big and bright. Show them off with all your might. My little turkeys, good job, cutie pies. Let's have some claps for our Thanksgiving poem. I love it. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. That is a little Thanksgiving treat for you, my friends. All right. The next thing we're going to do, this is going to be our little craft activity that we're going to do. So this is where you can get your crayons or color pencils or markers ready. I think you'll still want your pencil. I would keep that out. And then if you have either plain paper or you have color paper, like construction paper, that's your choice. But first, we're going to stop, we're going to look, and we're going to listen to understand the directions. Got it? So I'm going to change. My producer and husband, Mr. Mike, added a new camera angle for us, and you're going to see something cool. You're going to get to see my hands. Ready? Ah, how cool is this? All right, cutie pies. So like I said, we've got your choice of plain white paper, or you can get into some construction paper, pencil, and crayons. And first we're watching. I'm going to go ahead and get out my orange piece of paper here, okay? And what we're going to do, I'm going to teach you how to draw a turkey with your hand, and we're going to write some nice things in the feather, okay? So you're watching first because you want to make sure you understand how to do it. This is something that is a little bit tricky to do, and it could be a little frustrating. So I want you to try and practice, but if you make a mistake, you can always flip your paper over and try on the other side, use your eraser, or you could even do a practice one on different paper and then save your nice paper for later. Got it? The other thing you could do is you could ask a grown-up to help you get your whole hand traced. So if this is tricky, just ask for help, okay? All right, cuties. So what I'm gonna do, I've got my left hand down because this is the hand, my right hand is the one that I like to hold my pencil with. So get your pencil in the hand that you like to write with. I know that used to really confuse me when I was a kid too. I've got my hand nice and firm on the paper. I'm going to start over. See my pinky? I'm starting at the bottom of my hand by my pinky, and I'm just going to trace up and around. See that? And I'm going to come up and around each finger. I'm tracing my hand. Good. This was a request by Mr. Mike. He said, can the kids make turkey hands? And I said, absolutely. What is a childhood without drawing a little turkey hand? All right. So I've got my hand. I traced it. That's going to be the hardest part. If you can get your hand traced, you can do the rest of this. I promise. Okay. This is either a good place to pause for a second and get your hand done, or you can watch the whole thing and do this here. We won't have time to finish everything on the live stream, so I'm going to go ahead and keep teaching so that you can pause and work on your project and all at once, okay? So I've got this. I come and I bring this down a little bit, and I kind of do like maybe kind of like a little ruffle bottom. Now is when I'm going to get my legs. I'm going to keep drawing in pencil and then go back with my crayon later. I'm going to bring a leg down, like a little chicken leg, bring another leg down, and I do like the little turkey feet coming off it at the bottom. That's how I draw my little turkey feet, okay? This is the head, and this is the feathers. Now, I'm going to draw the little eye. When I do an eye, I could do a dot like that. If you're feeling fancy, you could do kind of an oval shape eye like that. There's all sorts of different ways you could draw eyes. I know some kids get really into it. Miss Natalie's going to keep it simple today, and I'm doing that, and I'm going to put a beak on my bird. There, now he's looking more like a turkey. All right. So this is my turkey. I'm not decorating it yet, okay? In our feathers, we're going to think of four things that we're thankful for this Thanksgiving. Now, this could be the names of people that you're going to be seeing on Thanksgiving. This could be a place that you're happy for on this Thanksgiving. It could be something you have that you're happy for this Thanksgiving. So some ideas like Mr. Mike, who helped make this nice camera angle, and he's helped me so much with these live streams. I'm really thankful for him this Thanksgiving. He's worked really hard, and I know you guys don't see him on camera, but he's helped make Little Focus live stream happen. And so I'm thankful for that. Miss Natalie's also thankful for the Carolina Migrant Network, who she's trying to help for Thankgiving. So I might put that. Guys, I'm also really thankful that I have a home to live in. I'm really thankful that I have a safe place to sleep at night. So my home could be something. Maybe I want to write the name of my parents, and I have a brother. Like, I could put that on the feathers. So it could be names. It could be the things that you have in your life. Like, you're thankful to have food. Usually we put the people who take care of us. Those are really important people to put. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put, Mr. Mike. As one. What else am I going to put? I'm going to put my home, my M-Y, home, silent E at the end of my home. I'm going to put my family, and I think for the last one, I honestly have been really thankful for the city that I live in, Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been feeling really proud of everybody who has been helpful and kind. I live in a really nice city, and I think a lot of you watching live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Really wonderful place, good people, kind people that are helpful. So I'm putting Charlotte on my feather here. Charlotte, comma, NC. That's North Carolina. Okay? Now, I don't know if you have a Mr. Mike that you're thankful for. You could be, but if you want to copy, my home is this one, my family, and Charlotte, North Carolina. It's hard to pick only 4 things. We're thankful for so much. And now this is when I'm going to get into my crayons, and I'm going to make this fancy, okay? So I'm going to take a couple minutes. I hope you're working on your turkey too. If you're thankful for something, you pop it in the chat. It's a really nice time to like this video too. I'm going to trace mine. I've picked kind of a dark orange here that I'm tracing mine with. Good. So right now we're working on our turkeys. And remember, you can always pause this while you work on it. But this is like the classic American Thanksgiving craft. And I said, we got to do this. For my beak, let's see if the yellow is showing up. Yeah. A little bit of yellow. Now, if you want to see how to do a nice turkey wing, this is what I do. I make like a big capital C, and that makes like its wing. So just a big capital C, and that's how you do it, okay? I'm going to come in, and I'm going to color so carefully around the words that I wrote. I don't really color over them because that will cover them up. So I go around them. And writers, that's a really important thing to remember, that we don't color over our words. We want them to be able to show up. My family, I think I'm going to do actually some polka dots on this one with my home. I might do a little zigzag on some of these. And look, I'm going so carefully around the words, okay? So we can get real funky with it, friends. I would love to see a picture of your turkey, truly. If you want to find me on Instagram, DM me a little picture of your turkey, Primary Focus on Instagram. You send me an email, Natalie@primaryfocus.tv. Show me your turkey. I want to see what you drew, because I feel like we've got time in our day to get really funky with this, fun with this. Maybe make it a little bit of a gift for somebody if you are traveling today or you have somebody coming to your house. So let's have fun with it, friends. I'm going to go back to my normal camera. Now, it is the time of Thanksgiving, and I want you to know sometimes the grown-ups in our house are really busy right around Thanksgiving. So I want you to make your turkey. I want you to make it really special. And when you're done, I want you to be thinking about how you can be a helper today. Okay? Are you cleaning your room? Maybe you're helping get all the shoes by the door put back where they belong or in a nice pile so people don't trip over them. Maybe you're helping mix some things in the kitchen. If you go to the grocery store with your family, today is not the day to be saying, can I have this? Can I have that? Maybe another day. But today's the day just to say, what's on the list? What can I get for you? So let's think about how we can be big, helpful friends, because sometimes the grown-ups on Thanksgiving are really worried. They're worried about burning the food. They're worried about getting everything done in time before our guests come over or before we have to leave. We're worried about the house being clean. And I want you to help them and say, what can I do today to make sure you're not worried? Can you help with that, friend? I love having big helpers. Friends, I will be back tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., Thanksgiving morning. We are going to have even more fun. What are we doing tomorrow? Let's see. We've got a new Thanksgiving poem. We're doing a blend. We're going to learn about TH and the special sound that it makes. And we're going to be making a card tomorrow to thank somebody in your family. So if you liked doing this with crayons and markers and special paper, maybe you can pick out a special paper to do your card on tomorrow. And we're going to do a little bit of writing practice with that. Okay, cuties? But I can't wait to see you. Don't forget to like, comment, hit the share button on this video. It's a very small action for you, but it has huge impact on sharing the Little Focus live stream. If you enjoyed this today, share it with somebody who you think could use this live stream today. And don't forget to donate. Let's get to $600 for the organizations I'm fundraising for. I think they could really, really use the help this Thanksgiving. There are a lot of special kids watching. Let me start that again. There are a lot of special kids watching right now, and you are one of them. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you find a way to be a big helper. Send me a picture of your turkey that you made. And most of all, I love you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, my friends. See you tomorrow.